Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of My Name is Dad. We have a very special episode because we're talking the NFL draft. It is coming up in less than a week at this point, and I have a NFL draft expert. His name is Brody Benson. Say hi, Brody.
Hello.
Brody, man of many words. All right, let's talk about the sponsor very quick, which is Point B Grading and Turfcraft Maintenance, LLC, located in the Phoenix, Arizona area. I've been doing a lot of grading of house pads, driveways. I do a lot of sports fields, infields, softball infields, baseball infields, whatever you need laser graded. I'm going to be heading out to just some guys like yard and stuff and just sort of flatten it out for them. So whatever you need, you can give us a call. Also, you got any like irrigation problems, we can troubleshoot it, figure it out for you. So check out the website, pointbgrading.com, and then the email is pointbgrading@gmail.com. All right, we are talking NFL draft, which is super important, and Brody is a self-proclaimed NFL draft expert, so he's going to be doing a lot of talking this episode. But we're going to start out, and we're just going to talk about the draft, just kind of see what's going on. Obviously, it seems like now that Mr. Cam Ward, the quarterback from Miami, is going to go number 1 to the Tennessee Titans. Mm-hmm. I looked on FanDuel or whatever, the odds of him going number 1 is like -2,000. So it's like, it's going to happen. Everyone in Vegas think it's going to happen. What do you think, Brody?
I think it's going to happen. It's almost like Caleb Williams last year. Everyone knows he's just going to go first overall.
Yeah, we all know. I really like Cam Ward. I think early on, when we used to talk about it, I was pretty high on Cam Ward. I love a quarterback who can just throw the ball effortlessly. Like he can throw, he just flings it out there. His throwing style reminds me of Michael Vick. Mm-hmm. Now he's not like the runner, the athletic guy that Michael Vick was, but he looks so calm and composed in the pocket, and he can move around, and he can just flick that ball out there, and he gets it there to wherever it's going.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a good arm, a really good arm actually, but his legs are okay. He can scramble a little bit, but his like main option is to run the ball. But one reason why people don't like him is because he holds the ball too long, and he gets sacked a lot. Because he just likes to hold the ball and just try to make plays. Yeah,
I think that's the thing is he's got a little maybe Patrick Mahomes in him, where Patrick Mahomes he can move, but he's not necessarily called a scrambler.
No,
right? But he can move out the pocket, but he's always kind of looking to make that throw. And even Patrick Mahomes, he can kind of flick the ball, get it out there, and make every throw. I think that's Cam Ward. But again, he's got to be able to move maybe a little bit more and get the ball out of his hands very quickly. Yeah. Because they used to say you got to get 4 seconds, but in the NFL, it might be 3.5 seconds.
Yeah,
like you gotta get going here.
And he has to work on some accuracy stuff, but he throws the ball hard and he throws it far.
I think he's the best quarterback prospect in the draft by far.
Yes, and I heard this thing like his pro day like grade was like the best essentially like a Joe Burrow or something.
Mm-hmm.
It was better than like C.J. Stroud's and a bunch of people.
All right, and the next thing, let's just quickly talk Travis Hunter. He is talking that he definitely wants to go to a team that is going to allow him to play both positions. And if you don't know who Travis Hunter is, he is the guy, like the ultimate 5-star recruit. He played for University of Colorado for Deion Sanders. He plays both ways. Did he win the Heisman?
Yes,
he won the Heisman. Yeah. And then, so he plays wide receiver and cornerback. He plays the whole game, both sides. And he wants to continue doing that in the NFL, which is pretty remarkable. I think Deion Sanders is kind of really the last guy.
Yeah.
Maybe, was the one guy for the Bears. He played like he was punt returner and he played a little offense defense.
Oh, Hester or something?
Yeah, Devin Hester. That's the guy.
Hester, yeah.
But really, he pretty much, did punt returns and defense, or maybe he's wide receiver. But Travis Hunter is saying he wants to play both ways, and he only wants to go to a team that's going to allow him to play both ways. Do you think he can do it, Brody?
I think he can do it, but he would have to play one position less than the other. And I think the best team for him is the Browns because their best two corners have expiring contracts, and they don't really have a receiver besides Jerry Jeudy. And the Giants, they're kind of stacked at corner, and I think they just want to pair him up with Malik Neighbors. So I think the best team for him is the Browns.
Yeah. Well, if I'm going to draft Travis Hunter, this is my opinion, I'm going to draft him as a cornerback. He's going to play cornerback full time, right? And I'm going to use him on offense in occasions, right? Not all the time, but I'm going to bring him in. And especially when he comes in on offense, he's going to change how the defense plays because, now Travis Hunter's in. They know he's in. So he's going to interrupt, even if you don't have the play called for him on offense, but the defense recognize he's out there, right? Maybe you bring him into the slot on 3rd and long or whatever. So he's just disrupting the defense just by his presence being on the field.
Yeah.
So I think if it's me, I play him defense all the time, and I bring him in on offense as I need him, or I need to, distract the defense, or we got a big play, or I do have a play call for him, and but again, you can't, if you bring him in on offense, again, they might be double teaming him, but then that opens up somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's why I think if it was me, I play him defense all the time and bring him in sparingly on offense.
I'm the opposite.
Really?
I think he's a better receiver. I would play him full-time a receiver, and then on obvious passing downs, I would bring him in as a corner on defense. But on, first down or something, he can be on the bench, but just on, a 3rd down and long or something, just obvious passing downs, I would bring him in as a corner.
So I think if he's a shutdown corner, he's going to be they're going to be throwing the ball away from him, right? Now, if you just bring him in as a nickelback or something like that on 3rd and long or something like that, to me, it just doesn't seem like it disrupts the other team as much as bring him in on offense. That's all.
Especially the Browns.
Yeah.
I think if the Browns draft him, I think they're looking at him as a receiver more because they have Denzel Ward and Greg Newsome already.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, let's move on to Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders, where is he going? His draft stock is falling. He didn't throw at the combine. Did he throw at the pro day?
He did throw at the pro day, but he did not look very good.
So his draft stock is falling. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I always thought Cam Ward was a better prospect, but I know that now because Shedeur Sanders was not as impressive as people thought. Jackson Dart or whatever. Mm-hmm. And some of these other guys are starting to get a little more look-sees because not everyone's all sold on Shedeur Sanders. What do you think, Brody?
I agree. I think he has 3 options in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
He either goes to the Giants at 3, he goes to the Saints at 9, or he falls all the way to the Steelers at 20.
Wow. So he's going to go full Aaron Rodgers, huh?
For Cardinals fans, we want him to go before our pick because another player falls down the board.
Absolutely.
If a Sanders did not get taken, then that means a D lineman got taken or another edge is off the board. So we want a Shedeur Sanders to get taken.
Okay, well, let's quickly go through some of the top prospects, Brody. Brody's going to break down some of the top prospects in each position, and then we'll kind of do a mock draft here at the end. But let's just start out with the big one, quarterback position, Brody. Who do you got? Who do you think's going in the first round? Who are the big prospects?
You have Cam Ward, obviously. You have Shedeur Sanders, Jackson Dart, and
Jackson Dart's from what, Ole Miss?
Ole Miss. He has a possibility of going to the first round, so that's why I put him up.
Yeah.
And I've been hearing Jalen Milroe is back. He's climbing up draft boards again after his pro day.
Oh,
and
good.
I'm hearing he has a possibility of going to the Browns or Giants, their second round pick.
Oh, early in the second round.
Early in the second round.
Yeah, I heard Jackson Dart had a very good combine.
Yeah, he's
good pro day, all that stuff. So he is climbing the charts, and I think he's the one who may be surpassing Shedeur Sanders at some point.
Jackson Dart's just he's just good at everything, but not great.
Yep. All right, Brody. What about running backs?
Ashton Genty. We all know about him. Amarion Hampton from North Carolina. Travion Henderson and Quinshon Junkins, the Ohio State running backs. Those probably all had the chance to go first round, but this running back draft class, it's a lot like that one year with Bijan Robinson and Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh, yeah.
Ashton Genty is going to go top 10 like John Robinson. And Marion Hampton, he's really good. And he's going to surprise people and maybe go to the Bears at 10 or the Dolphins or somewhere. So this is probably going to be a lot like that draft. But Marion Hampton, he's very tall.
Yeah.
And he has bad, he runs high. Because he's like 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the wide receivers.
Tedero McMillan from Arizona, but he's falling down draft boards.
Really?
Yes. Luther Burden from Missouri, former 5-star. Matthew Golden from Texas has now. They're saying he might go first receiver off the board now.
Well, he had that super fast 40 time, right?
Yes. Yeah, and he was really good in the playoffs. Emeka Ibuka, a safe pick from Ohio State.
Yep.
And you have Travis Hunter, obviously.
Yeah, Travis Hunter. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously, we've sort of heard about Tatoria McMillan a lot here, just because he went to University of Arizona, and we're in the Arizona, Phoenix area. He's a really good player. He's 6'4". He's a huge, big guy.
Everyone's scared or saying he's not good because he ran a 4.5, but that does not mean anything.
Yeah, 4.5.
CeeDee Lamb ran a 4.5. Drake London ran a 4.5.
Yeah, I think Larry Fitzgerald ran a 4.5.
Yeah,
I mean, it's it's not that big of a deal.
Nope.
Okay, tight ends, Brody. Now, we know, we know the guy from, Penn State's pretty high up there.
Tyler Warren from Penn State, Colson Loveland from Michigan, and one more guy, Harold Phantom Jr. from Bowling Green.
Bowling Green? You got to be kidding me.
No, he's really good. He's not good before the catch, but after the catch, he is really, really good.
Okay, cool. All right, let's go. I guess we're going all offense here. Let's go O-line. O-line, yeah. Or let's go interior O-line. Do you have interior O-line or just O-line?
I just have O-line.
O-line, let's go.
It's kind of become a storyline. Who's going to get taken first? Will Campbell from LSU or Armand Membu from Missouri?
Yeah.
He's had he's just a freak of a player, and Will Campbell just has short arms.
Yeah. So Will Campbell is listed at 6'6", 319 pounds.
He's massive, but he has T-Rex arms.
He's got little baby arms.
He's like 32.5-inch arms, and those are small for O-line.
And then Armand Membu from Missouri, he's listed at 6'4", 332 pounds.
He ran like the fastest 40-yard dash for O-lineman, too.
Cool.
Josh Simmons from Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
He was my tackle 1, but then he got injured. Unfortunate. Kelvin Banks Jr. from Texas. He's pretty good. Gray Zabel and Tyler Booker are my only interior guys. Gray Zabel's from North Dakota State, and Tyler Booker's from Alabama. And then my last guy who would be at the end of the first round is Josh Connolly Jr. from Oregon. He's the one who got blown up by Mike Green at the at the Senior Bowl.
At the Senior Bowl?
He has that clip.
All right, let's go edge rushers, defensive ends. What do you got, Brody?
Abdul Carter. We already know
obviously,
about.
He wears the number 11, the famous number from Penn State.
Yes.
The what is it? The LeVar Arrington number, whatever it is. Yeah, Abdul Carter. He's been he's way high up in top 10 draft boards. All that
really
stuff.
Good.
Yep.
Mike Green from Marshall, but he's really good, but he has off-field issues that might take him undrafted because if he's not innocent, then he is in really big trouble. But he's really good. James Pierce Jr. from Tennessee, really good. Samar Stewart and Michael Williams are those like freakish, but not really that much production at their colleges.
Yeah.
We have Donovan Ezeraku, who's like 6 foot, but like 34-inch arms. He's really good. He had the most sacks in the D1. And then Nick Scorton from Texas A&M too.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that. I've been hearing a lot about Shamar Stewart, how he's kind of like maybe a Hassan Reddick type, where he's kind of a tweener, kind of maybe a little undersized, but he's like super like freakishly athletic.
He had the best NFL combine out of any edge ever to come into the NFL.
Yeah.
But he had like 4 sacks his whole career.
All right, do you have any interior D linemen?
Yes. Mason Grant and Kenneth Grant from Michigan. Walter Nolan in that same class as Travis Hunter, the number 2 5-star. He's freakish, but not that much production too. Derek Harmon from Oregon. He's climbed up draft boards. And Tyleek Williams from Ohio State. He's probably the best run stopper in this class, but he's either going to go late first round or early second round.
Yeah, Mason Graham's the one name I keep hearing. Michigan just puts out first round defensive lineman every year, and he's another one. All right, linebackers. I know linebackers and like defensive ends are kind of, because if you play 3-4 or 4-3, it kind of depends on what you're going here. But linebackers, who's on top of you?
Especially in this draft class, Jahad Campbell from Alabama. He was recruited as a 5-star edge rusher, converted to linebacker. He is like 6'3", just a massive human being, hits hard.
Yeah.
And then we have Jalen Walker, who probably from a linebacker is probably the second best linebacker, but he's going to go top 10. He played edge his last year, and he's really
and again,
good.
He's one of those, like, maybe he plays outside linebacker in a 3-4, but he could maybe play defensive end in a 4-3.
Yeah.
I don't know. So they're all kind of like mismatch here, but it just depends on what team he goes to, where they're going to be.
Yes.
Yep.
That's all for linebacker.
Oh, it's all for linebacker. Okay.
There's not,
we can go to corner. Yep.
All the rest are like third-round people.
Okay. All right. So it's not a very deep linebacker draft. That's what you're saying.
Linebacker and safety.
Ooh. Okay. Let's go corners.
Corners, Travis Hunter, Jahdae Barron from Texas, has climbed over Will Johnson from Michigan, Trey Amos from Ole Miss, Benjamin Morrison from Notre Dame, who should have gone top 15, but he got injured, Maxwell Harrison, who had the fastest 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine. It was like a 4.26 or something, and Savon Revel from East Carolina, who is really good, but he also got injured. That's one thing about this corner class. Most of them all got injured this last year.
Oh, really?
Yes.
But it sounds like it's fairly deep. Yeah. There's a lot of good prospects, but there's a lot of uncertainty at the cornerback class.
It's Travis Hunter, Jahdae Barron, and Will Johnson at the top, and then all the guys I named, they're probably going to be late first round, early second round.
Yeah,
there's a big drop off in corner.
Yeah, I can see Will Johnson definitely had a lot of hype, but he did get injured. But he's 6'2", 194, and then
he has sore arms.
But Jahdae Barron, he's 5'11", so I think that's probably where people are maybe like, oh man, he's only 5'11", because everyone wants their football players to be their height to start with a 6.
Yes.
Right, so safeties. Are there any safeties going in the first round, Brady?
Malachi Starks from Georgia. He was really good, but he had an off 2024 season. And then Nick Imamariwe from South Carolina has probably jumped Malachi Starks. He's one of these freakish players. He's like 6'3". He's probably the fastest safety and the strongest safety in this class, and he had production. He had like 8 interceptions in his 4 years at South Carolina, and he's a freak player. He's really good.
All right, Brody, now let's really test your knowledge. Are any kickers or punters going to get drafted?
Probably.
Do you know any?
No.
Nobody cares about kickers or punters. Sorry, guys. Okay, so let's transition into our... Brody's going to kind of go through his mock draft and how he thinks it's going to go down. Now, it's definitely hard to anticipate trades or anything like that.
We're not going to do trades.
No trades. So Brody's going to do his mock draft. We'll kind of go through it. We may not go through the whole first round. We'll probably maybe stop at the Cardinals or something like that, maybe halfway.
Let me get it
So we'll see how that goes. And Brody needs a second here.
I'm actually going to be doing the mock draft as we do this. Like, it's not like ready.
Oh, this is in the moment.
Okay, so first overall pick, we have the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
As we were saying earlier, I think it's going to be Cam Ward.
Going to be Cam Ward from University of Miami.
You can put your thoughts into, like, it's like our mock draft.
Yeah. It's definitely Cam Ward. Yeah.
Number two, Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter. What do you think, your dad? Do you have an opinion or not?
So who's number 2?
The Cleveland Browns. Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter?
I honestly...
I'm going with...
And the Giants are 3?
Yes. I think they might told Myles Garrett that we'll get you some help and we'll get Abdul Carter to help you on that D-line.
Really? I was thinking the opposite. I was thinking they're going to say, if you stay, we're going to get Travis Hunter, and he's going to sell jerseys and he's going to sell some season tickets, and you stay here, you're our DN guy, and we're going to go get the best player in the draft. he should be number one. He plays, cornerback and wide receiver. I think I'll say Travis Hunter goes number 2 to the Browns.
Yeah, we'll go Travis Hunter. At 3, Dad, do we want to go Abdul Carter? Do we want to go Shadur Sanders for the Giants? I'm thinking just go Abdul Carter.
I think Abdul Carter. I don't think Shadur Sanders goes to the Giants.
No. Abdul Carter, number 3. Number 4, we have the Patriots. I think either Tedderell McMillan, Mason Graham, Will Campbell, Armand Membu. Who do you think? Do you have an option or no?
Number 4 is New England?
Yes, New England Patriots. This is a tough pick. I honestly think they might trade this pick in real life because there's not really anyone. I don't think T-Mac should be the number 4 player. Mason Graham, I don't really know if he fits. Will Campbell should not really be number 4, but we have to pick one.
It's tough to say.
They're not taking Ashton Genty.
But yeah, so Mike Vrabel is the head coach now.
Yes.
I don't necessarily remember how he drafted for the Titans.
I don't remember.
But he is a defensive guy, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it's probably going to be Mason Graham.
I was thinking that too.
And he went to Michigan. He's used to cold weather, and they'll just get him and plug him in, and he'll be a starter for them and make that Patriots team a little bit better.
Number 5, the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm thinking T-Mac and pair him up with Brian Thomas Jr., who they drafted first round last year.
T-Mac, you're talking to
Tedderell McMillan.
Really? You think he's going to go that high?
I think so. I don't really see anyone else. They could go Tyler Warren. Or they might just go Armand Membu.
This is a good point. What was the wide receiver for Jacksonville? He's gone now, right?
Christian
Kirk, he's gone, right?
Christian Kirk's gone. Brian Thomas Jr. was maybe the best rookie wide receiver last year.
Yeah.
And Trevor Lawrence is coming back. And their head coach was the Buccaneers offensive coordinator who had Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, who people are saying
who are big wide receivers, right?
Yes.
They're big, tall guys.
And T-Mac.
I could definitely see this happening because I think they're going to try to give Trevor Lawrence all the weapons he wants and they can give him. So I can see this being possible. Yeah. So I'm down for that.
Okay. Number 6, the Las Vegas Raiders. I think Pete Carroll's just going to get Ashton Genty.
I mean, this is what everyone's predicting.
Yes.
Everyone thinks that this is his next Marshawn Lynch, and he's going to bring in Ashton Gentry, and this is going to be Marshawn Lynch 2.0, and he's going to dominate the NFL.
I don't think it's Marshawn Lynch, but I think they're still going to take Ashton Gentry.
But I think that's kind of like the idea behind it, and that's what everyone's is saying that, Ashton Gentry to the Las Vegas Raiders is almost a lock.
Okay. At number 7, we have the New York Jets. I think we can go Tyler Warren here. We can go Will Campbell or Armand Membu.
I'm going to say Armand Membu. I think the Jets are rebuilding big time.
Yeah.
The Aaron Rodgers experiment blew up in their face. So I think when you rebuild with O-line. You got to get that left tackle. You got to get defensive line. And
remember, they got Olu Fashional from Penn State last year.
Yeah.
Who's their left tackle. And Armand Membu played right tackle at Missouri. So he can be their right tackle.
Yeah. So I would say that's probably the way they go.
Okay. Number 8, Carolina Panthers. There's not really a receiver I would take here. So defense, they need front 7. So we have lots of edge players. We can go Mike Green, Donovan Ezra-Rocky, James Pierce Jr., Micah Williams, Samar Stewart. The most popular pick right now is Jalen Walker to the Carolina Panthers.
And that's what I'd probably say, Jalen Walker. I think just the Panthers, I don't know. It's like they're not the greatest franchise. Nope. They just kind of, they probably just look at Mel Kiper's mock draft and just pick whatever. So I would say Jalen Walker.
Okay, number 9, we have the New Orleans Saints. Do we want to go Shadur Sanders here?
I think this is where Shadur Sanders goes. So I think I looked at FanDuel earlier, and he was not a favorite to go in the top 5, but he was highly favored to go in the top 10, which would put him at the New Orleans Saints, and I think that's where he goes. And he backs up Derek Carr, and if Derek Carr struggles, I think there's going to be some Saints fans, yelling for Shadur Sanders, and maybe midway through the season, or Derek Carr gets injured for a couple weeks every year. You bring in Shadur Sanders, see what he does, and I think he goes to the Saints. I really do.
Number 10, we have the Chicago Bears. Do we want to go a Marion Hampton? Do we want to go Will Campbell? Or do we want to go a D lineman?
I'm thinking Chicago. They're going to go O-line. Will Campbell. Huh. I think so because, you got Caleb Williams there. You got to make him happy. You got to help him out a little bit.
San Francisco 49ers. I want to take over this one. Walter Nolan? They're taking Walter Nolan. They lost everybody. There's not an O-lineman worth here. I think Walter Nolan goes here.
Okay. I will go down for that.
Dallas Cowboys. Do we want to take... There's still Amarion Hampton at running back. We can take Luther Burden, Emeka Egbuka, Matthew Golden. We can go with Will Johnson, Jade Barron. There's a lot of options here.
If I know Mr. Jerry Jones, and I do, not personally, but I was a Cowboys fan in my younger years, he will always sort of lean towards local players. Texas, Arkansas, Oklahoma. So I think he goes Matthew Golden, goes for the speed, helps out Dak as best he can.
Yes.
Matthew Golden goes to number 12 to the Cowboys.
Miami Dolphins at 13. We can take...
I think this is an easy one here.
Ooh.
Because...
This is not an... They can take one of the corners because Jalen Ramsey's gone.
Yes, exactly. That's why I'm saying this is so easy. They're going to take a corner, right?
I was thinking which corner are they going to take? Though?
Well, that's the thing. Which corner they're going to take? Well, they're going to take a corner. I'll probably just say whichever one they have rated higher, it's probably going to be Will Johnson. That's just my gut feeling.
Okay. Colts at number 14. I think Tyler Warren.
I would agree with that.
Number 15, Atlanta Falcons. We can take a receiver, or they need front seven, edge, D-line, linebacker.
They need it all. Yep.
I heard Jahad Campbell is kind of a good one here. Mike Green from Marshall, or just kind of any edge.
Let's go Mike Green. I know he's definitely got a lot of hype coming in.
Really?
So this in Atlanta after last year, I don't know what they're going to do. So they'll probably just take the guy from Marshall that nobody really heard of, but he's got the hype. So.
Okay, Arizona Cardinals.
Okay, let's spend just a little bit of time on the Arizona Cardinals. This is our team, right?
Yes.
So let's talk about their needs. What do they need, Brody?
They need interior D-line still. They love Jonathan Gannon. He loves to rotate players at his D-line. So, Kenneth Grant, they're saying Kenneth Grant, he's like a big athletic guy. They're saying it's JG's Jordan Sweat. Remember the Eagles drafted him from Georgia? Derek Harmon. Those are kind of the interior D lineman guys.
Yeah. But let's say, okay, so we signed 2 free agents for interior line.
Dalvin Tomlinson, and we got back Calais Campbell.
But Calais Campbell's on his last leg. He ain't gonna last. This is probably his last year.
I'm not really thinking interior D line.
I don't think so either. But if you like somebody second, third round who can then replace, who needs a year and then can replace Calais Campbell, I'm okay with that. Or maybe you go first round next year to replace Calais Campbell. But I think they spent a lot of money there. I don't know if interior D-line is where I'm thinking.
Just real quick. Some people have Jade Barron going here, but I don't think so because the Cardinals, they like big corners, and he's not big. Okay. Edge rusher. I think here the only edge rushers we can really take is James Pierce Jr., Shamar Stewart, or Michael Williams.
Yeah, I know. Before that, the old GM, I forgot his name right now, but he would definitely take Stewart.
Yes,
because just like that freakish athlete, maybe not his natural position, but I'm going to take him. We're going to turn him into an edge rusher. Blah blah blah. I don't know about Monty Ossenfort this year, but I do like them taking an edge rusher at this pick. My other one is also corner.
There's not really a corner. I would take Will, like right now, I would take Will Johnson, but he's gone. So I think my 3
So you think if Will Johnson is there and they take the other corner earlier in the draft?
I think if Will Johnson's there, edge rusher and interior D-line is like it's good. Like, they can take people later. This corner draft is not as good. So I think if Will Johnson's there, they're going to take Will Johnson.
But do you think if the shorter guy's there, the guy who's 5'9" or whatever, or 5'10" or 5'11",
they're
whatever,
not taking him.
They're not going to take him. But the 6'2" guy's there, they're like, we want some of that.
So my top three are James Pierce Jr., Micah Williams. He's really good, like a 5-star. He is injury at Georgia, but when he was on the field, he was good. Or we take Jahad Campbell, be that edge linebacker, because we lost Kaiser White. Our only guy's really Mac Wilson Sr. He's good, but we kind of need linebackers.
Okay.
So.
I don't know if we need to make a pick. You threw out some names. Obviously, there's going to be trades and stuff. Now, our general manager, Monty Austinfort, was last year made quite a few trades. Do you think the Cardinals will trade up to guarantee they get Mr. Will Johnson from Michigan, the 6'2" corner that they highly like?
Right. Okay. Jonathan Gannon, he's hinted towards training, right? Right now, like these Daniel Jeremiah and stuff, they're all coming out and saying sources have told them that the Arizona Cardinals, don't be surprised if they either trade up or if they trade back and get another first-round pick.
Okay, so who do we have taking Will Johnson?
We have the Dolphins taking Will Johnson.
Okay, so we have to trade with the Dolphins or get in front of the Dolphins, who's in front of them.
Yes.
Which doesn't seem, it's only a couple picks, so it doesn't seem like it would be that crazy, but you probably got to give up your second, or maybe the first rounder next year or something or maybe like a second and a fifth or something like that.
And the Cardinals, they don't have as many picks this year than they had last year.
Yeah.
So, honestly, in this situation, if we did trades, I would trade back. But if we had to pick somebody, I heard they really like James Pierce Jr., so I think I would take James Pierce Jr. to... Okay, you have Zayvon Collins. Zayvon Collins is not stopping an NFL franchise from drafting an edge.
Yeah.
It's his final year. You have Baron Browning, who's young. He could be good. And you have Josh Sweat, who's going to start. So we can take James Pierce Jr. to be on the other side. We can take Micah Williams or Jahad Campbell just to be that. Or we can take Samar Stewart, who I think is a lot like Darius Robinson last year, just a little smaller. But this pick is really tough, honestly.
Yeah, it's really tough kind of being in the middle of the pack here.
And then if you draft the wrong guy, everyone's going to be like, you should take this guy, but it's really difficult.
Yeah. As I think, if my feeling is, if I'm a GM and I'm in the middle of the pack, that 15 range or whatever, 15, 16, whatever. Either if you really, really like somebody and you're really sold on somebody, go ahead and trade up. If you're not sold on where you're at, just trade back. So that's what I probably think that's what's going to happen for the Cardinals. They're either going to trade up and get to who they want, or they're going to trade back, get some extra draft picks, and just hopefully those guys work out or whatever.
I also think we don't draft Jahad Campbell. Well, I'm not one of those guys. Some Cardinals fans are saying don't draft him because he's going to be like Zayvon Collins, who's just linebacker edge. And
really, the other thing is, it depends on where Shedeur Sanders goes.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't even go to the Saints, then and then that means one other player is now gone.
The Steelers might trade up.
Exactly. And all these things might happen. So
the Steelers are at 20, I think, 20 or 21.
So this is going to be a very interesting draft. I think it's going to be a lot going on the first day, on Thursday, in the first round. Should be very exciting, I think.
Yeah. Wait, are we drafting somebody?
I don't think we have to draft him. What about where do the Rams pick? Nobody cares, Brody, okay? Sorry, Papa. Nobody cares about the Rams. They never have first-round picks anyway, so who cares? Okay, so that brings us to the end of our episode. We're at 35 minutes here, Brody. Yeah, you did a lot of talking. You
did more talking, Dad, than I did.
All right, well, we want to thank you and for listening. Mr. Monty Austinfort, we have a young GM in the waiting. You better watch your back because Brody wants your job.
I just think in this situation, they're just going to take whoever's highest on their board.
I mean, that's what if they can't find a trade partner, that's what the Cardinals will do. Yeah. They'll just pick whoever.
Or we can take Cam Scadaboo.
Yeah, Cam Scadaboo. He'll probably be. I could see Cam going 3rd round. I'm thinking.
Yeah, 4th round.
4th round, maybe.
He ran a 4.6.
Well, yeah.
That did not help him.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening, and we'll pick you up on the next episode of My Name is Dad. Say bye, Brody.
Bye.